peace, stress free, let it be.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name's Ashley, and in today's video we are going to be using these rubber things, rectangle things, I don't know what they're called, to make a stamp. I've had these in my craft drawer for a while because I remember doing them in school when I was younger, and I really enjoyed doing them, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with them. So in the pack that I got these in, there's 6 of these 4x6 little rectangles, and then I got a full set of the little tools that you use to like carve them. My idea for the project, and I'm just gonna let you know up front that I'm not 100% sure that it's going to work. But basically the idea that I have in my head is to take these pants that I thrifted a little while ago but don't really wear too often because they're like black, and they're really plain. They have this cool button detail though, but they're like washed out, and so they're like navy blue kind of, and it's just kind of weird, so I don't really wear them. But anyways, the goal is to take these pants and try to make them into these pants from Golfwing, Tyler the Creator, whatever. Which I saw these pants like last year and absolutely loved them. If you can't see it, they have like pictures of men kissing all over them, and I just like absolutely loved it. But when I saw them, I thought, what if there were ones with girls kissing? So around this time last year, I whipped out my iPad and started drawing some girls kissing so that I could in the future make these pants, and just recently I figured that I could make stamps of the girls kissing and put them on the pants, which is what we're doing. So because I have 6 of these rectangles, I drew 5 4x6 things of girls kissing, and then I have 1 of 4 because in the reference photo there are like smaller pictures that are kind of filling in the space between the bigger ones, so I'm going to use these 4 to fill the spaces. Okay, I think I'm getting ahead of myself, but I think that was a pretty clear explanation of what we were doing. I don't know. But yeah, that is what we have in store for today's video. So if you like this video or you find it helpful, be sure to give me a thumbs up down below so that I know. Also leave a comment down below if you ever did an art project in like elementary or middle or even high school, I guess, with these rubber blocks, because I feel like people I talk to don't remember ever doing them, but they're like a core memory for me. I love these so much. It's so satisfying to like carve into them. So leave a comment down below if you ever used them and how you like them. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this and from me, then feel free to subscribe down below. Alright, so first things first, I need to print out these pictures, but before I print them, I need to flip them so that they are the correct way when I stamp them on. So I just need to like mirror it the other way. Just like that. Beautiful. Alright, now that I have all of the drawings flipped so that they're mirrored, I'm going to print them out so we can get started. So I just sent all the drawings to my computer and have them lined up like this. I redid these sizes to say 4x6 like that. But I feel like when I print them, they're gonna be smaller for some reason. I don't know, that just doesn't feel like 4x6. But I'm gonna print one page and see how the sizing works out. We'll see. That looks like it might actually be 4x6. Oh, it is 4x6. Beautiful. We did it. Now I'll just print the other pages. Alright, so then I'm just gonna cut the 4x6 rectangles out so I have them all separated. Okay, now that I have them all cut out, I have to transfer them onto the rubber blocks. These 2 are different colors. It came like that. I don't really know why. I don't think that there's a difference probably. But I wasn't really sure how I was gonna transfer these over because there are like kind of a lot of details, so I can't just like trace it, you know what I mean? Like I have to get the face and everything. So what I was thinking to try was to just like color the whole back with pencil so that there's like graphite on it. I'm just gonna trace over all of the lines with a pen, and that should transfer the image onto the rubber, I think. That worked pretty well. It's a little messy, but I mean, I get the general gist of like where the lines are. Okay, now I'm just gonna do that for the rest of them, which is gonna be a little time consuming, but that's okay. All right, so I traced all of them. Now I'm just gonna take my pen and go over all of the lines just so I can get a little bit more definition so that I don't like mess up when I'm cutting them or anything. Okay, so that's kind of what the rest of them are going to look like once I trace all of them. So I finally finished tracing all of them. My hand is a little bit tired. I did these little squiggles on like the parts of the picture that I had colored black. The parts that aren't colored black are what are gonna get the paint on it, and then what is colored black is just gonna be like a hole basically, and it's just gonna be the color of the pants. Like there's not gonna be any paint. It's kind of confusing to explain, but you'll see when I'm actually like printing it and like stamping it and everything. But yeah, so all of that to say, I'm gonna use the tools to go through and cut out all of the parts that are meant to be black. And that also includes just like the outlines of the face and like the outlines of the clothes and everything like that. I don't know why this is feeling so confusing to explain. I'm gonna start with this one because it's pretty simple. So I'm also gonna be cutting out the whole background, so like it's gonna go right up to the outline, and I guess that's what I mean by I'm cutting out the outline. This is the satisfying part. Cutting out all the little details is just a little bit tedious and kind of annoying, but it's okay because it'll be worth it. This part is very fun and very satisfying. Okay, so I think the way that I'm gonna do the parts that I am going to like cut out, like the parts that are black on the drawing, is I'm gonna like leave, I don't know how to explain it, like an outline, I guess, of that'll be white so that you can see the outline of it, and then the rest will be black, because otherwise, because I shaved down the back, it's just gonna all blend in, you know what I mean? It's kind of confusing. But it's gonna be a pretty thick outline so that it's like noticeable. So yeah, basically this little part will be left as is, and then I'll just cut into this middle part. Okay, so it took a little bit, but I finished my first one. I feel like I kind of messed up though, because I want to do some where like the hair is all solid, but like I'll make it work. I guess I'll just like switch back and forth, and that'll give it some contrast so it works out. But then if I make the hair solid, then like the whole entire skin I have to cut out and cut around all of the little like face details and stuff. It's gonna be a little bit difficult, but here's how the first one turned out. I'm gonna go ahead and carve the other ones. It takes a little bit, but that's okay because I think it came out pretty good. I did mess up a little bit right here, so I think I'm gonna take some like glue or something and just fill in this spot so it doesn't like, look weird. That's how my first one turned out, and now I'm going to go ahead and carve the rest of them. This is actually pretty difficult. Okay, so it took me a while, but I finally finished. It takes a little bit. My hand was cramping. I was just not feeling motivated to do it. A whole lot of reasons, but I finally finished. So here are all of the big ones that I did. Beautiful, beautiful. And then it's kind of hard to see, but like I made some mistakes and I kind of just used super glue and then scrap pieces of the rubber and just kind of like filled it in and shaved it down so it was like pretty even. And then the smaller ones that I'm going to be using to like fill the empty spaces, I just broke up into like tiny ones. I just felt like it was going to be easier to, I don't know, fill them in. These ones were really hard because there was a lot of details, and overall they were just really hard because I put way too much detail into them, I think. But now I know for future reference, and now you also know that a lot of detail is really difficult. But yeah, I got them all cut out, so now it's time to finally stamp them on the pants. I'm so nervous to mess this up because I really like these pants and the way that they fit and everything, and I thrifted them, so I don't know if there's like other ones. I just really don't want to mess them up. I think that's also why I'm like hesitating a little bit to like do it, but we just need to do it. I'm sure they'll turn out great. So I have these 2 rollers to roll the paint. I think I'm just gonna use the smaller one. And then I think we used to use like a glass rectangle to like put the paint on, but it was like ink or something, I'm pretty sure. And I might just do it on like a plastic surface or something. I don't entirely know, but yeah, you'll see when I'm doing it. Like I said, I'm using this white paint. It's from Jacquard Textile fabric paint. And I'm just gonna roll this and then roll it on the thing and then stamp it. That doesn't make sense, but you'll see when I'm doing it. I'm so nervous, but let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna try to use this like scrap piece of plastic that the rubber things came wrapped in as like my thing to put the paint on. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we'll see. And I noticed that the pants that I'm using as reference have the like stamping or whatever all the way up, even on like the, I don't know what this is called, the waist part. And it literally just goes all the way, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do all of the big ones first and then use the little ones to just like fill in the blank spaces. I know you're supposed to roll it until it gets tacky, but I think that's with like the ink. I don't think that applies to this. I don't really know. I feel like I'm gonna mess this up. Maybe I should have done a practice. Actually, let's do that. I'm not gonna mess these up. Use this scrap fabric to practice stamping real quick. That's not great. I'm so glad I practiced that first. Oh my gosh, this is not really working out. This might be a failed DIY. It's just like not bright at all. I mean, the paint's just like going in the crevices, which is not what's supposed to be happening. I mean, that one didn't come out too bad. It's just kind of hard to see what it is even. Alright, let's try the other ones. Well, that's frustrating because it took me so long to do it, and I mean, they're not terrible, but it's not what I wanted and it's not what I want to put on the pants, so thankfully I tried it out first. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out what to do and I will be back. Okay, this is probably the longest project I've ever done. Literally, if anything else takes this long, I usually quit, but I am very adamant on having these pants. Basically, went through all of my little rubber block things and carved in super deep, like everywhere that the paint was touching and just everything. I just like made the lines super deep. It really hurt, took a long time. My hand is like bruised. That's entirely my fault because I put way too much detail into these, I think. And then I actually ended up cutting off the excess like around the, like, because it was a rectangle, right? I ended up cutting it off because I just felt like it was going to be easier to like stamp like that. I don't know. Not only did I do that, but I learned that this is called a brayer, not a roller, a brayer, and that I should use a different fabric paint. So I got this Speedball fabric block printing paint ink, block printing ink. It's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I needed. Speedball. I'll have it linked in the description. I got it from Amazon. And then I got these acrylic like sheets that I think are supposed to go in like picture frames or something. Also from Amazon, but I'm using them to roll the paint on. As you can see, I did this here. I sampled it before showing you because I just wanted to make sure it worked. The ink on this and using this like block printing ink for fabric. Who knew? Anyways, using that combination, I was able to get that like tackiness that I wasn't able to get last time, so this is good to go. Then I tried 2 of the different blocks. This one I tried first, and then I realized I need to put way more ink, like I needed it to be way thicker. So then I did this one, and it actually came out really good. This I'm happy with, and I wouldn't mind if like my whole pants looked like this. So I think finally we are good to go. We're good to start the pants. I'm gonna be really sad if I mess these up, but fingers crossed I don't. I'm nervous, but I'm also excited to have cool pants, hopefully. So I've got all my block stamp things over here. I've got all of my supplies ready. let's get started. And I'm gonna be using that plastic bag so I don't like stamp on the other side by accident. And this rolling has the potential to get messy, so I'm putting it on some paper towels. So with the paint, you wanna make sure your brayer is like completely covered. I have kind of a lot on there right now, but you wanna make sure it's completely covered and that it's rolling like this and not just like sliding through the paint. And you wanna hear this like tacky noise, listen. That's kind of the noise you want to hear. It wasn't doing it as loud, but you get the point. Here goes the first step. I'm so nervous. Okay, that was cute. It did get messed up a little bit because of like the pocket, which is a little annoying. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It looks so cute. I feel like I should have like planned out where I want to put these. Ugh, I don't know. Oh, that's so cute. That came out so good. Ah, I'm excited. Okay, these are coming out so cute. It's taking me a little bit to position them, but you know, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna do a time-lapse thing. Now that it's dry on both sides, hi, thank you. Now that it's dry on both sides, I'm just gonna take these little ones and go in and fill in the spaces. And if they don't fit completely in the spaces, I'm just gonna end up painting like half of it to like stamp it where I need it, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I'm gonna fill in all the blank spaces. Hi. All the blank spaces with these tiny ones. That's what we're doing. Okay, this leg actually looks pretty good. I kind of was scared that like the little ones were gonna ruin it, and in some places it did overlap, which I was trying to avoid. But overall, I think it looks really good and not like super chaotic, but just like the right amount of chaotic. For me at least. They may not be everybody's cup of tea. So that's okay. I wish I had like little mini ones that I made. Oh, maybe I could just make like little hearts. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. I threw all my little stamp things away though. Or maybe if I just like paint it on. Okay, I think I'm gonna fill like these little spaces that nothing fits in with just like little hearts. But I'm gonna do that after. I'm just gonna use a paintbrush. This project just keeps getting longer. Actually, because this takes so long to dry anyways, I'm just gonna paint the hearts on there now because why not? Finally finished my pants. They look so cute. So now I'm just gonna let them dry. It takes like a day or so to dry it. I'm gonna let them dry and then I can try them on for you. Ah, I'm so excited. I think they're gonna look so cute. Okay, so here is the finished pants. They look so good. They're finally all dry, but I think I have to wait like a week or something before I can wash them. So they're just a little bit stiff with the paint, but oh my gosh. I'm obsessed with them. They're honestly like such a fun statement pant, and like I feel like everybody's gonna be like, oh, what's on your pants? And they're just so interesting and like so much cooler than they were before. I think the fit of these pants was like the perfect pants to do this with too, because they weren't like super tight or anything. They just like fit great. And yeah, let me give you a little bit more detail. I also added the like lesbian symbol in some random places just to fill in some of the space. They're a little chaotic, but like in a good way. Like they're so cool. I can't believe I made these. I can't believe I like had this idea to like stamp pants, like so random. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see some of the details unless you look up close, but that's okay because they're still so cool. Obviously it was kind of a long process, and that was partially because like all the carving was really hurting my hand, so I had to keep taking breaks and stuff, but I think it was so worth it. I'm like so happy that I like kept with it and put the time into them. Obviously there's some overlapping, they're not perfect, but they were made by me, and like I drew the drawings and everything, and like they're just so personal and like so cool and interesting, and I get to say like I made these pants. I don't know, they may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I think they're like the coolest thing ever, and they make me so happy to have them. I'm honestly not 100% sure if I have to like heat set them or anything. I might see if I can, like just to be on the safe side before I wash them. I'm not going to include that. I'm just going to be like ironing them, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to show you all the finished product and finally end this video after literally so long. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for coming on this pant stamping journey with me. I'm so excited that we made these pants, and thank you all so much again for joining me. I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up down below so that I know. And if you like this video and you want to come along on more projects or see more videos like this or just from me, then feel free to subscribe down below. But that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching again, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye!